All right, let's talk about how Brad Holmes got the Detroit Lions head coaching job. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, especially when their requirements were experienced. But pretty much he came in with a game plan for basically every question they had about the Detroit Lions roster. How, the cap, what do you do here to flip it around? And he came in with a vision, and that's what you got to do. You got to come prepared, all right? You got to look at the roster, look at the contracts. Pretty sure he used used Google to look at the contracts and see if they had an out. He came in with a game plan, thought real hard, and really got it. When he was the only guy invited in for a physical interview, in the second interview, we should have knew that he was the leading candidate to get it, especially since the Colbert and the Snyder stories with Bull job. But, happy for him. Because it's not a lot of black general manager coaches. It ain't no black owners to get the job. And you happy that the guy came prepared, did his homework for the job. And also he had an interview for the Atlanta Falcons job. And the other guy from New Orleans, Terry Fonta, that we were targeting, ended up getting that job in Atlanta. And it worked out. So, just kind of, knowing that he came prepared and had questions. I know they was like, well, what do you expect to do with the cap? I'm pretty sure he looked at the contract, see who had an out, see who could flip, see who had no guaranteed money. Look at the guys he had that was going to be free agent. Look at the guys he had that was going to be tradable to open up cap space. Look at the guys who could be cut to open up cap space. I know questions about Matthew Stafford came up, and, I'm pretty sure he answered the way he needed to answer it. And basically he was a slam. He was a grand slam for the interview. And just looking at him and seeing how Les Snead basically gave his one story about how Brad Holmes impressed him, and that was way before they worked together. Not surprised. It's one thing to have a vision. It's another thing to put it into work. And his number one thing is coming in, other than the draft, is financially, how do you get this team, out of neutral? They only got $10 million. Trey Flowers got an out, but it's a lot of dead money. You got Chase Daniels, which if you want to bring in a young quarterback, you're going to have to get rid of Chase Daniels. What do you do with David Blogg? What do you do at the right tackle position? Do you draft depth? Do you draft the guy to come in and start above Terrell Crosby? What do you do with Stafford? What do you do with the three receivers? What do you do with the defense? And to be honest, the defense got more of a better future than the offense outside of the offensive line, because you look at the offense, you need all three receivers, okay? I'm not even convinced that Quintez Cephas is a starting caliber receiver on the outside. He's going to have to go into the slot. Then you look at it and you say, well, hey, we don't have no running backs. I'm not bringing back Adrian Peterson. I'm probably going to cut Kerryon Johnson. I'm probably, not going to bring back anybody else. Look at the tight end position. You play Jesse James a lot of money, so we got to look out find a tight end, because he probably going to be gone if not cut, unless he got more years left. Unless he don't have more years left. Then you see a situation, you look at the defense, you look at it, you say, well, if I could find me some interior linemen, if I could find, one good middle linebacker, and if I could find a safety to go opposite of Tracy Walker, then we could be in business. It was more about the philosophy of the defense that Matt Patricia and Corey Eula had more than the talent, because think about it. You had pass rushers. If Trey Flowers would have got healthy, you got Trey Flowers, you got, Romeo Core if you bring him back, and then you bring Julian Okorie in. So you got a lot of possibilities right there. Just really the interior line. You got John Panisse and Deshaun Hand who can back up some starting defensive tackle. So it probably would have made a lot of sense if they traded down last year and took Kinlaw if they wasn't going to take a quarterback. So, I'm pretty sure he came in and they probably asked him about the draft, and, he been scouting the draft for the Los Angeles Rams and what do you think about it? This, that, and the third. I'm pretty sure he blew him away. And I think given the structure of how the Rams ran their front office, I think then and there was another great sticking point for him. And really, we just got to sit back and wait to see. We all seem to think we got, sorry, that was Smiles. We seem to think we all got the answers as far as, what the Lions need to do in the draft and free agency, which we more right than wrong on that accord. But at the same time with him, let's hope that he's smart. Let's hope that all those years of scouting, all those years of putting in work for players, let's hope that it tends to work out for him, because it sounds like he got all the answers. He got a great plan for how to build this team. And the number one reason this team lacks talent is because of drafting. That's the number one reason that we didn't draft well. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the report. that basically he blew the Lions away with a plan to rebuild the Lions and make the Lions great again. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, or all our social media links, subscription. Faster way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. You want to make a donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section one time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. We gone.